Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. It is Jack PS9 here, and we are doing a slight review on a Warframe. Well, in Warframe, but it is on the Zephyr frame, right? So there are both a few good things as well as a few things that hopefully get fixed with this Warframe, right? So let's start off with the good stuff, alright? So for one, it has a nice little jump ability, right? Kind of like what the Excalibur has with its super jump, but this one is called Tailwind, and it actually has two effects. You can just jump, alright, for its first one, and then its secondary effect is, hold on a second, let's try to find a place with a higher roof. Ah, perfect. So and then its second one is if you're already in midair, it will send you like flying forward, alright? Which is nice. Um, Especially if there's a set location that you need to get to, right? So that's not totally bad. Though for the most part, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna use it for, getting around, getting over some of these obstacles and that, right? Like that. And yeah. So its second skill would be, I think it's dive, which really in its current state, I have no idea if it's been fixed or not, but it actually causes damage to go below the enemies, which makes it that they don't get hit. Um, it is something I actually have to recheck again. I'll probably do that once version 13 comes out though. And then there is this lovely third skill called Turbulence, alright? What Turbulence does is... Oh, wow. Hold on a second. Oh. Sorry, I had something caught in my throat. Is it can make it that bullets don't hit you, alright? So, as long as we are actively moving around, as you guys can see, we are not taking tons and tons of damage. Oh, sorry. Now that we're moving around, I should not take, tons and tons of damage, if any at all. As long as you are moving, you actually get hit less, alright, with this skill. So standing still is not the way to go. I have no idea why it's created that way, but that seems to be the way it was created, so we're gonna have to just deal with it. But what it does is reflects, or I guess air guides would be a good way to put it, away from you. Like it pushes the bullets into a different direction, so you don't get hit with every single bullet, but it'll at least reduce it by a good percent. That should make it that, you can live. I wouldn't suggest doing it because of the fact that, you're always going to get hit basically if you're just standing there. It's not the greatest skill to use when reviving. I think it may reduce your chance of being hit by like 10% if you're standing still or so. But yeah. But its third skill, which by me, okay, is actually more bugged than dive, which as I already told you guys, alright, makes it that sometimes you won't even do damage to them, alright? Because the damage actually goes below them. Like I said though, this may have been changed and I just haven't noticed yet. If it has been changed, then I do apologize. But yeah, alright? But its third skill is Tornado, right? What it does is it will send tornadoes at enemies within a certain range. The amount of tornadoes, of course, is altered by the amount of people around, which is always very nice. And probably the biggest benefit of the tornado skill, guys, is that if you hit it with an element, it will take on that element, alright? Which, if you're doing an infested mission, you can just shoot, alright? Shoot your tornado with like fire damage, and then basically anything that it touches will basically get obliterated, because that's what the infested's weak against is fire, right? But here is the biggest downfall that I have found with the tornado skill, is the fact that it can throw items around, alright? Instead of just dropping the items neatly on the ground, they make it that for some stupid odd reason, it will toss the items around on you. Which, depending on the type of mission you're in, like if you're in a survival mission, alright, you don't want those personal life support capsules to get tossed around like that, because they can end up going off the edge of certain missions and then you can't access them, alright? That is shit, and that is not something we need, alright? Don't get me wrong, the skill is slightly overpowered though, so it is sort of a way of calming it down from people like spamming it. But if they reduce its damage slightly and make it that it does not drop, like that it just drops the items instead of tossing them around, it would be awesome, alright? But anyways, guys, I do enjoy this Warframe, alright? Zephyr is actually massively fun to play around with, especially if you are doing like capture missions on certain planets, or if you're doing a speed run because of Tailwind. But other than that, alright, this is not exactly a frame that I would highly suggest, because, well, I would suggest to at least try it, but at the exact same time, alright, it takes a long time to even get this frame, because you have to get it through the research labs, the Tenor lab actually, and it requires like, I think it's like 600 Oxium, and on a typical run you get about 30, so you're gonna have to do about 20 Kappa runs, right? I think that's in Sidna, to get this Warframe, alright? So other than that, it is decent. It does have its perks, it does have its downsides, like everything in the world. But, I just suggest that you guys try it out for yourselves and give it your own opinion. Alright? So, thank you for watching, guys, and I hope you all have a nice day. Bye bye for now.